My name is Alana Trepler with Above the Dogs Multimedia here for the August edition of MVF. I have Brian Hopcraft with Lewis & Clark Ventures with me here today. Tell me how you found out about MVF.
I think I've been aware of MVF as I've gotten to know the ecosystem here in St. Louis, and heard great things about it. And one of the board members asked me to speak, and I thought this is a great opportunity to talk about Lewis & Clark and reach out to entrepreneurs in the area.
Great. Tell me about Lewis & Clark.
So Lewis & Clark is a Series A venture fund. We're new, so we just did our initial launch a couple weeks ago, so we now have capital to deploy. And our focus is on Series A investments, so that's about a $5 million average check size. We think the Midwest is a great place to invest and that there's not enough Series A investment, and we look to fill that need.
During your presentation today, you talked about how you have a very entrepreneurial spirit and that you like to help people grow their business, but you're not necessarily a serial entrepreneur.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. And that was something where I thought I was a serial entrepreneur, but I'm not. I'm entrepreneurial, and that's okay. Come to terms with that.
So tell me, based on your experience, what would you say to someone wanting to start up their own business?
Well, one, I would say really understand why you're doing it, what your motivation is. So is it that you want to be a billionaire? Is it that you want to take control of your own career? It could be a million different things. So I think understanding what that is, and then I always talk to entrepreneurs at that stage about, do you understand how you're going to make money doing it? And how you're actually going to find customers, and who are your customers? And part of that's just so they think through and understand that, and many of them have. And then I think part of it is just you have the determination, because you're going to encounter challenges that you don't have no idea what they are. So you need that kind of determination to get you through it. So that's a motivation, kind of goes back to that motivation as well. So just starting is often the key. So just start, and you'll figure it out as you kind of go along.
There you go. So what would you say is the most important thing for an entrepreneur to have when they get started in their adventures?
I think it's a belief that they're going to figure it out and pull it off, right? And that they can do it. Because if you thought of all the challenges that you would encounter or all the difficulties, that could be overwhelming. So you have to have somewhat of an unreasonable faith that, yeah, I can do this and I'll figure it out and it's going to work. And some folks are bold and they naturally have that. Others probably worry about that a lot. But I think you just have to believe that you're going to make it happen and believe in your idea. And it might take longer, but you'll get there.
So you mentioned challenges. Do you have any challenges? What are your challenges right now?
Yeah, I always have challenges, I think. So yeah, at Lewis & Clark Ventures, I think our challenge is we've raised some capital. We're now open, looking to deploy, and we've been so focused on fundraising that I think at this point in our evolution, we're somewhat overwhelmed with everybody coming to us, right? And so we need to staff up quickly and really get ourselves in a position to execute. And it's a solvable problem and a fun problem to have, but those are the things that kind of keep me up at night of, okay, we really got a lot of capital to put to work. We got to find great entrepreneurs, great businesses, and we will, but that's where we are.
Right. Well, it's a good thing you're at MVF because that'll get you where you need to go, right?
Absolutely, exactly.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you doing such a dynamic presentation and sharing your story. You're really inspirational.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate being here. Thank you.
Yep. My name is Alana Trepler with Above the Dogs, bringing you this edition of MVF.
To learn more about MVF, visit mvfstl.org. MVF, where entrepreneurs go to grow.